And we are back with another run. We are going to be on the 6th of this current streak, and we'll be playing Zoltan B. I did recently lose a run with this on stream, and that cost me a streak of 11 at that point. That was entirely due to me messing up in a horrible way, so let's hope that I don't do that again this time. I will immediately not do the thing that got me killed last time. We've actually already played the other 2 Zoltan ships on this streak, so this is the final of the 3 Zoltan ships. It's most noteworthy for the fact that you don't have the ability to run a shield bubble at first. You need to spend 100 scrap to get your shields up because you've got a weak system. I'm going to immediately move my pike beam to slot 1 because not doing that got me killed against a ship that had a beam drone and a mini beam. There's a store there, we don't really want that. On Zoltan B, you really just want to get 100 scrap and upgrade your shield absolutely as soon as possible. But it's useful for us to know that that is there. This path up here is bad anyway, so I'm going to take this bottom path. There may not be another store in this sector. But we get an immediate drop for 25 scrap, and there's the other store. We're going to take these 2 jumps. We might go there. Maybe we'll have a chance to sell the defensive drone and package that with some things to get something useful, especially if we can get a useful drop from the storage cache here. But we know those are going to be the only 2 stores in this sector. I prefer to use the ions when you're only fighting ships with a single shield bubble. It's good to stick the ion blast on weapons, and that way one can take the shield out and the other can actually take weapons out and keep your health preserved. Oh, we got a double reward, that's very good. And we'll go here. We're particularly wary of things like asteroid fields. Ooh. Please say that your friends have taken up piracy recently. Yes! You should always accept this, and you should always spare them. This is a weapon drop. Guaranteed. If you beat this ship, about halfway through the fight they offer to surrender, always let them go back to the settlement. It'll probably take 2 pike beams to do that, yeah. But we can completely take their weapons down. Let my ion blast fire 1 more time just to make sure that the shields are down. Yeah, let them live. Yeah, that's why you always take that quest and always let them live. So, we're going to use that instead of the ion blasts. Flak plus pike beam is amazing. Should we go to this store just to sell the defensive drone? We can give it a go. I mean, it sells for 25 scraps. That gets us most of the way towards... Yeah, there's nothing here that we want. Let's just sell that. You get more for doing that than you will get from most jumps. So now we don't need very much more scrap to be able to run a shield bubble. And considering that we've already had a great weapon drop, we will be way ahead of the curve once we get our shields up. Tell them to offer assistance, yeah. Despite the fact that you can't run a shield bubble there, you can do that. It's the same thing applies with the stealth ships. These nebula jumps are appealing, especially the thing that you're worried about with this ship is things like solar flares and asteroid fields. And those can't occur in nebulas, so they're quite good to go to, but they're right at the end of the sector. We can't really get there anytime soon. Okay, now we're not going to fire the ions here, but we will just hold the flak until the pike beam is ready to go. I'm actually going to switch to the ions here because I want to disable that heavy laser. The next shot's going to take my yeah, that's going to take my Zoltan shield down, so we can ionize this. Ooh, that was just too slow. So we take damage there, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that my flak would actually hit the room. But whatever, we took 2 damage and we got enough scrap to do this. So now we're in very, very good shape. Normally you can delay getting the shields up a little bit on this ship to level 4 because you've got a Zoltan shield to protect you. But we've already had a flak drop, so we don't need to do that. Let's just get our shields up and make ourselves much more secure. Speaking of being secure, we cannot take damage in this fight. Because if we run 2 Zoltans into shields, this can't take our shield bubble down. So let's... I guess I'll do this just in case. So I'd like to see if we can oxygen kill this ship. It would help if we could hit anything. I want to watch the oxygen to see whether or not it flashes between... Okay, they have level 2 oxygen. I don't think this will work. Nah, I'm not patient enough to wait for this to possibly work, especially since they have upgraded shields as well. We can never fully ionize the oxygen with this. We would need to hit it with something else, and they would keep going in and repairing it. No, that's a bad offer. I might as well keep using the ions. They fire more quickly than the flak, so... Against enemies with 1 shield bubble, we might honestly be better using the double ions than using the flak. You'll need one of them to hit to take a shield bubble down. Against enemies with 2 shields, however, the flak is way, way better. So, there's that. We'd like some power. I'm gonna go here. We have enough jumps to do. Yeah, I think we can go... Let's see, how many jumps do we have before the exit? We can go here, 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 up to those. We might be able to hit both nebulas before going to the exit, or we might only be able to hit one. Okay, this ship can't hurt us because we just run a shield bubble. It would have been quite dangerous prior to us getting the shield bubble up, but we've got it now. If I do this, I can actually run my O2. The pike beam will kill him. Got a full reactor, looking at the reactor. We've got a full sector scan there. Unfortunately, it doesn't reveal anything useful on this side, and there's not a good way. We might actually go here, because we know these 3 actually have things at them. It means we don't get the nebula jumps, but those don't appear to have anything at them anyway, since we just got a sector scan. Yeah, we're doing that. Got an outpost. It's an outpost that doesn't have much of a chance of hurting us. Let's just ionize the... Actually, ionize the... No, ionize the laser. They might have a buffer. I was hoping to leave the laser up maybe to grind dodges, but it's fine. We've got a guaranteed double scrap reward here because it's an outpost. Hooray, double reward. Buy power. I'll buy 1 more power, now I'm going to work on shields. You do start with low power on this ship, as you do with all the Zoltan ships. And yeah, go here, and then up to distress, and then out to the exit. This ship has very little chance of being able to hurt us. It'll take 3 pike beams to finish them off, but that's fine. If needed, we could swap to the flak and dump that into one of these big rooms. More scrap. Let's get the buffer. Go to distress. We have okay distress options. Yes, we have a blue option on this because we have ions. Disable the defense system with our ion. Get 20 scrap. It's a high reward. And we're going to get out with precisely the right number of jumps taken. This is a possible double reward for not taking the bribe. Well, we didn't hit either of our shots there, but one of them did actually block the missile. So that's fine. Let's do this. No, I'm not accepting that bribe either. We didn't get a double reward, unfortunately, so we probably should have just accepted the bribe, but we didn't know that. Whatever, let's get the shields up. That is a fantastic first sector. Yeah, we made 167 scrap, 57 scrap more in drops. We got a good weapon, so the drop value is actually significantly higher than that. That is just absolutely a brilliant sector all around. Abandoned sector are slightly higher scrap totals than rock sectors, I think. We can't do any O2 kills against safe ships, against Lania's ships, but on the other hand, in early abandoned sectors, you will often fight rebel ships anyway, in my experience. But we have a store, we don't want the store right now. We have no scrap. Maybe if we can get some scrap at these 2 jumps, we'll go there, but probably we just jump past it. Yeah, we almost certainly... You are weak against borders on this ship, is probably its biggest flaw. I'm just going to vent this entire side of the ship. We'll probably lose sensors, but if we just make them come fight us in the med bay. Yeah, we're going to lose sensors there. The big thing to try to make sure you don't lose is oxygen. As long as you can keep oxygen up, everything else is like whatever. We take 1 damage losing sensors. But oxygen can be very tricky to actually get back online with just Zoltans to fix it. They have low health. If you've vented this sort of area, it can be very easy for them to suffocate before they get to the medbay. So that's not a very good jump, and unfortunately we definitely aren't going to have any scrap before this storm to make it useful. Well, I mean, we might have some scrap, but we're not going to have enough to make it. In fact, we won't have any. There's no point going to the store with 2 scrap. So we'll just jump past it. We'll keep using our ions for the moment. That shot, that hits the most rooms against this layout. No, we're not stopping. We are going to murder you. a couple distress beacons. We have a beam. We have the ions for that ion event, so we're decent. Let's go to them. Go down and investigate. Ooh, we definitely want this guy. Oh my goodness. We not only get a pilot, we get a slug pilot. So, we can now move, we'll use the slug on piloting, and we're going to move this Zoltan over to shields. And that is great. Go to distress and hit all of this cluster of beacons before going up to the exit. We'd like to get 80 scraps so that we can buy hacking when we see it. We may not be able to do that by the end of this sector, but abandoned sectors can have 2 stores in them, so it is possible we might, if the layout is fortunate, we might be able to get hacking this sector. And if we can't, our weapons are still very, very strong. I don't need 2 shield bubbles quite yet. Our Zoltan shield is down, but so are their weapons right now. Contact with slugs. Nice, we get a double reward from slugs. Everything is really coming up our way on this one. I don't want to see these 2 jumps because we won't go to them anyway. How many more jumps do we have? It looks like we have 5 more jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. Ah, we're 1 missile short, and that's such a good offer as well, but we can't do it. How unfortunate. Acquire with the process. This is unfortunately a nothing. You can get random weapons there. If you do get a weapon, it will be one that is from Advanced Edition, which, you know, that can result in a flak. It could also just result in a repair burst, though. Let's attack this ship. If you have a Lanius, you can get a discount on that event, but frankly, it's not really worth doing even then. I have done it like once and had it save a run that was really desperately behind on weapons because he gave me a chain laser. But you're more likely to just not really get anywhere with it. No, I'm not accepting that. That does not help me get to 80 scrap. Not as much as killing you will. Okay, so we don't have another store in this sector, so we're just going to hit these jumps and go into the next sector with 80 scrap. Well, a bit more than 80 scrap in all likelihood. Here we are going to train up. Unfortunately, we have almost entirely fought Lanius ships in this sector after I said that you can sometimes fight different sorts of ships. Might as well use both ions here. But I'm going to train up my skill here. We will get max skill on everything here, actually, because we can get shields up too. So we'll be back in a bit. And we are back. We've got max skill on basically everything that we need 2 more hits on our shields, but we'll get that by the end. I ran my engines guy out of the room so that it would remove all dodge chance and speed things up on my shields. Sure thing, you just dodge all of my stuff. I guess we're dodge training you too. And we can easily win this now. And we are up to above the hack buffer, so very, very good. There, and then the exit. Pulsar, but that's not as bad for us because we can stuff 2 Zoltans into that room. We also have the Zoltan shield to block the initial one, so we may not even ever need to do that. We do have to be aware of the fact that they have hacking. let's run our second Zoltan in there just to give us one ion-proof shield bubble. Actually, an even better idea is to run my second one into weapons, that way I keep the pike beam up. But it didn't go down anyway. So we're going to go out of this sector and we're going to look for an early store to get hacking. Get our stuff as close to being off ionization as we can, although we're not too worried about our shields because of course the Zoltan shield will refresh and protect us. And by the time that's done, our shields will have refreshed. Explore the asteroid field. That's less dangerous now we have ordinary shields. There's 2 stores in both of these sector types, so I'm going to just take another abandoned sector. Zoltan is a little bit more dangerous. Abandoned 3 can't have Lanius bombers yet, so we won't get boarded, whereas the border police would be very bad for us. We are, however, going to switch to the flak now, because enemies will start turning up in multiple shield bubbles, and the flak is better for dealing with that than the ions. That path is a bit icky. Let's go this way. I hope our stores aren't down there. No, they're not. Wow. Okay, well there's no hacking, but there's something else we can spend 80 scrap on instead. Buy the burst laser too. We don't even need to use the beam that much. We could go. We're going to get rid of one of these ion blasts now, because if we need to, we can win the game with these. But forget the pike beam. We're going like this now. We will once again try to get 80 scrap, because it would be better for us to have hacking, obviously. That gives us a lot more security than just having a lot of shots. But since there was no hacking here, we could buy the backup battery, but I feel like that takes us too far. Like, if the store is, I don't know, there or something, that would make it impossible for us to do it. So I'm going to pass. Send an away party? Cool, 29 scrap. We'll look up here. Yeah, you people are going to get crushed. Flat clear shields, burst laser 2 does damage. We might kill them on this volley, but probably not. We have our hack buffer back. Try the distress beacon. Go and investigate. We're going to get another free crew member. Cool. We get an NG. It's very, very useful for blue options, and we can also stick you indoors so that we are much stronger against boarders. Admittedly, we don't have anyone on this ship right yet who knows how to fight. That's our second Charlie, by the way. I'm just keeping them both as Charlie. Let's look down here. And we immediately get some boarders, so our door NG gets a little bit of exercise. Yeah, sure, go that way. That's fine. Come on in. We don't really have anyone good to feed combat skill to. Just run the slug in there nearest. Go with all the vents. around, and we found the store. And I'm glad that we jumped here because the store was not in an easy spot for us to reach otherwise. I mean, we continue to not be able to get systems, but we are getting like the absolute best weapons in FTL. Heavy laser 1. Should I just upgrade onto using that right now? Yeah, let's do it. This will delay us getting systems a little bit, so hopefully we don't have like an early store in Sector 4. But we do have a Zoltan shield, which is virtually like having a system. We actually need to run O2 here because we vented this area, so our people in those rooms will vent otherwise. Doesn't matter, these guys are not going to have any weapons. I'd like to buy another power bar. Double reward, cool. Let's do that. Now we'll start staving again. We have 3 jumps here, or only 2. Hard to tell. I'll find out when I'm like at that jump there. I can't take that. That's too much fuel to give away. Yeah, sure, fight the Lanius ship. You have good weapons, but mine are better, and you only have 1 shield bubble against our 7-shot barrage. Our dodge training paid off there, obviously. We dodge every single one of their flak shots. Could have got double reward. We got repair instead, but that's still worth it. We do not have another jump here, so let's go there. To the exit. I'll buy 3. And into Pirate 4. Not my ideal choice for sectors here, but we'll deal. I'd like to get there, that sees a lot of the sector. Go this way in case there's a store like 1 south of this. Get my evade up. Try to hit multiple different rooms to pull the pilot. Yeah, screw it, just shoot directly at piloting. Oh wow, that's level 3 piloting. Nice. We've doubled our scrap, and if we sell those breach missiles, we have a hack buffer again. We wouldn't mind actually getting our buffer up to 150, so that if we see... Oh god. This event is ugly. Very occasionally, usually you just get scrap from this. Here we've got 4 Mantis boarders directly into our weapons and an ASB. So that's not so good. I don't want to risk having my fragile Zoltans in that room for any length of time. Even if it means we jump into the next beacon with like a shield down and our weapons down. You two just go over there. Actually, we can fight them in the med bay. This is a risk, but I'm taking it. Okay, we're rejecting that offer, and that's completely fine because that just means we can deal with these boarders in the med bay. My Engie will crush you. Face the wrath of Charlie the NG. You'd better run. Go up towards here. Okay, we got a solar flare. God, we have more. We do seem to have. I mean, I can't complain too much because we've got fantastic weapons so far. But we have also found an enormous number of annoying boarding events. Like a fucking 2-for-1 at the Zoltan Shield Bypass store. The store I wish I was able to find when I was playing a Mantis ship. And we get our O2 back. Yeah, everyone get back to your positions. Okay, there's a store. Do I want to take another jump? Okay, there's an asteroid field. That generally means we can make scrap. Also means our Zoltan Shield will go down fairly quickly, but we have great weapons, so we should be fine. We are indeed completely fine. I was hoping for a double reward from this. I don't think we'll get it, but... No, I'm not taking that. Better. Breach missiles don't sell for enough that if this store has... Unfortunately, if this store has cloaking but no hacking, we won't be able to get it without selling something that we really want. But they have hacking anyway, so... Yeah, we're doing very well on this run. Buy a power bar for the hack. We won't always use it. Now we'll save 150 scrap. No, we're not giving you our crew. Since they have missiles, we'll just do this to make sure our first shot completely cripples their weapons. Yeah, they got through our Zoltan Shield, but nothing more, and they're never going to do anything more than that. I don't care how many engines you've got over there. You're not named Charlie. We're not accepting you. We get a high scrap reward from this. It's just more valuable than getting another crew member. We're eventually going to get mind control, so... You know, 5 crew is generally fine if you have that. I think we'll go down towards this nebula. We don't really want another store quite yet because we won't have enough scrap. But we might early in the next sector. Explore the asteroid field. Very good. We get the option that gives you scrap. We're not risking this. I didn't take the upgrade because there was only one jump to go to. But yeah, this risking a Zoltan for that event is really not worth it. If my crew was like all humans, or if I could choose which person was going to go out, if the bad result happened, I would take it, but we don't get to choose. There's a pulsar at this event, so we're going to hack. Kind of unfortunate, its weapons are not that good without the pulsar, but... Just don't mess around at pulsars, is my general advice. Use your resources and move on. Yeah, we'll take that. Does that give us cloaking buffer? I think that actually only sells... No, that only sells for 22 scrap, not 32. That was still a 40 scrap offer. We'd rather keep hacking for this ship. They have 3 shield bubbles. Let's just use hacking to make sure we do 5 damage to their weapons and completely take everything offline except maybe that basic laser. I'm sure your Mantis will have your weapons up in no time. Yeah, that many dodges is why I did the hack on the first volley. And now we have a cloak buffer. Those refugees, yes, we will definitely take 10 of a resource we are using for 3 of one that we're not using. Slug nebulas are both generally better and have more stores than Zoltan nebulas, and they're also less dangerous. Zoltan nebulas, Zoltan sectors, and they also are less dangerous. And it also has better options for future sectors. So it's just altogether a much better option. Okay, we don't have an immediate store, so I'm going to take the oxygen upgrade. Let's go here and see if they're asking us. I hope there aren't stores there because we can't really get to them. There's likely to be one outside, or possibly one outside the nebula. Let's see if this one's going to ask us how many moons there are. No. This is quite a good event though. If you attack the Mantis ship, you can usually get a double reward. We are going to hack here because their weapons are kind of spooky. Take them all down. That's why we hack. Because if you don't hack, they will pull off bullshit like that. They're gonna run out of the room. Oh no, maybe not. They ran the wrong way. I actually didn't want that fire to spread there. Had that fire not spread into piloting, they might have burned themselves to death while banging their head against the door to try to get back into piloting. They don't have any liquid assets, so we're just gonna finish them off. Oh, a mistake, a simple mistake. Of course we can pay you. See, an augmentation has already been transported. I'm glad that we cleared up that misunderstanding. Let's go into the nebula and start looking around for stores. We'd like to hack here. Those weapons are kind of spooky. But not so much anymore. Oh yeah, they have cloaking. I forgot about that. Well, I'm going to solve that on this volley. Heavy laser into cloaking. Now we need to hit piloting. Fortunately, we did get a fire in there, so that's going to delay them repairing the cloak. Yeah, that's some good dodging, and I'm worried about them bringing this back up, and yeah, which they've done. This volley is guaranteed to kill. Not accepting slug surrenders. Jump here, that sees a very large amount of the sector. See if we can do this one without hacking. They only have 2 shield bubbles, so we should be able to knock that missile offline. Operating word should, however, that won't get through our Zoltan shield with 1, even if it's a breach missile, which it is. Yeah, it still didn't completely take it down. Did I get a fire there? Because I could hack piloting. piloting, medbay. We didn't get a fire there. Still no store. Oh, jump here. I'll keep my hack. This is a coffin ship, but it's probably too dangerous to try to crew kill. That's a firebomb, which is not great against a, for a Zoltan ship. Unless we can knock it offline before they knock off the Zoltan shield, which we might, or keep just it, because it does nothing to the Zoltan shield at all. Oh, we've got a fire in that room. We can tell because that went down. So I'm going to take their oxygen out while they are busy fighting that. They have only one crew to fight this fire. And we can do this. We may have actually just done slightly too much damage there. Yeah, I think we did 1 point too much damage. I don't want the fire to burn these two systems out. That will kill their ship. Unfortunately, I think it is going to spread and burn the shields out, and then we won't get a crew kill. Oh, maybe. It looks like the oxygen has run out in that room. So that gives me some hope that it's run out in weapons as well. And if that's the case, we will get a crew kill. We just wait here and find out. But I think that we will indeed get one. Our pilot allows us to see the crew over there, despite us not having sensors in the nebula. The slug and shields, yeah, there they go. They'll go out first. This one will go out in about 5-10 seconds. Slightly more than 5-10 seconds, I guess. It takes 17 seconds, apparently, for one to suffocate from full health. The other one didn't have full health because they had been fighting a fire and taken a heavy laser shot to the head. To the store. Well, this store has cloaking, which means this run is basically over. We'd like to get mind control. We want a backup battery. I mean, neither of those things are strictly needed. Should I keep the shield charge booster for now? I still have a augment slot open, so it's not necessary to sell it. I'm going to go down here, hit a bunch of these jumps down there, and then curl up. I think shields and weapons give the most. Let's find out. You get a higher scrap amount depending on which you choose, which seems kind of silly. You're immediately hailed by a dangerous looking ship. Okay. Oxygen and shields and stuff mostly seem to give the same thing as normal. I'm gonna just pick oxygen. This just makes it an ordinary ship. I meant to upgrade my engines here to get 100% evade with cloaking, but we did not do that. We'll see whether or not we can suffocate these guys. I'm not sure we want to. Let's use the heavy laser on here again. If I can kill this guy, they'll never be able to repair. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's happening. Still, we've done a lot of damage to him, and as the oxygen runs out, he'll die fairly quickly. He's probably going to get the burst too online. We can technically hack weapons to delay this long enough that we'll be able to cloak pretty much every single time it fired. I don't know that that's worth it. Let's see if we can get one before they get the... If they get the missile back up, we'll just finish them off. Kinda hoping they just run out of air first, though. Yeah, unfortunately they've got all that back. Let's just get rid of it. Shame to lose the crew kill, but whatever. It wasn't that much scrap to lose ultimately. Let's do this now before I forget. I mean, this event is quite nasty, and I don't want them to... we have bad borders, so I don't want them to switch my medbay off. Yeah, that's a really bad place for them to board into. Let's go and do crew rotation. This ship's not that dangerous. We unfortunately don't have... If we had 4 Zoltans instead of 3, we could make ourselves 100% safe by sticking them all in shields. But we don't. Cloak this shit. As long as the Ion Blast 2 is down, we can't take any damage whatsoever. You guys go get in. Medbay. Everyone back to your stations. Yeah, this run is not exactly very challenging. Cool, we get another store. We'll get a chance to see if we can find mind control. How many jumps do we have before we have to be here? Looks like 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, none of the systems we want here, unfortunately, so this is kind of a wasted store. Attempt to follow them. We might have got a crew member from that, but didn't. Double check that we definitely have 2 jumps before this. We might actually not have it because this jump's going to be outside the nebula, but I don't really mind even if we dive at this stage. So this isn't outside the nebula, even though it looked on the map like it obviously should be. Engage the slug ship. That event usually has something at it, but occasionally you get just nothing. So, unfortunately, we haven't made that much scrap this sector. We're going to refuse, which causes a fight. That's fine. It's another coffin ship, so let's try to... The hull breach there is quite useful because when we take the oxygen out, you know, some of the oxygen, even though they have slug repair gel, some of the oxygen will have already come out of that room. Can we hit that with the burst too? Yes, we can. I'm not using the flak at the moment because it's inaccurate. It might hit rooms other than what we intend. I can't fire the heavy laser because if I do it will, and it hits, it will kill them. Sure thing, you have 33% evade with autopilot. That makes sense. What we can do is watch the first shot or two. I think we're probably going to just have to kill this ship, which is frustrating. We can see if either of these first two get dodged. They didn't, so we have to cloak this. Hurry up and suffocate. We're just killing these guys. Frustrating, they would have suffocated there, but I wasn't sure how long there was left. Should I get my shields up? No. When I next spend scrap, I'm going to use it to get my weapons up to bring the bike beam into play, but I want to hold enough to get mind control when it turns up. Yeah, you can take that fire beam and shove it. Fireball, rather. Oh yeah, cloaking. They're slugs. Of course they have cloaking. Gonna actually hack this ship. They're getting through my Zoltan shield. And she go and deal with that. No. You might as well go help as well since their weapons are completely smashed. Hold my shots, because they're going to cloak again. Is that back up? No, it wasn't, but it is now. But not anymore. And this volley will kill them. Actually, I can do a thing here. Pull the power back out. I think I'll get caught at the exit if I hit both of these, but it also doesn't matter. It's a nebula dive, so there's no ASB. There's also, it being a nebula exit, there's also definitely no scrap there, so I might as well go do this. We'll fight an elite ship. Well, there was no scrap in either of those anyways. Still, we made a lot of scrap in that sector. Oh, that's some good dodging. We need to hack here now that our Zoltan shield is down. I was hoping we'd get a good first volley, but instead we got rubbish. Had we got a good first volley, we'd have stayed and killed that ship, but... Well, civilian or civilian, but the top path has a chance for this to be a rebel stronghold. So, let's go there. Sadly, no big civilian nebula, but we do get an immediate store. It has backup battery, it doesn't have mind control. It also has long-range scanners, we're gonna get those. At that point, we'll sell shield charge booster so that we have an augmented slot open. Let's look around. Not quite. We could upgrade to use the pike beam instead of the heavy laser, but I don't feel like we need to do that. It's not that much of an improvement. It slows the volley down. Storage cache. This is another ship that if we had 4 Zoltans we could be 100% safe from, despite their, you know, large amount of ion spam. Cloak all those ions. You're not going to get another lot. Let them cloak. We are guaranteed to kill on this volley. $43 and $23 and something to sell. Cool. At this stage we can do this. We only need enough to get mind control now. And we have a guaranteed fight here, and we have something that we can sell. And we have an outpost. It's a dangerous outpost. They have a Combat 2 drone that's going to rip our Zoltan shield to shreds. But our weapons are also going to rip them to shreds, so... Nice double reward. Let's go here and see a lot. We can take that, we have spare supplies. Go to the store. They have mind control, good. Sell the Pegasus missile. We're now completely set. Let's start working on shields. We don't really need anything. Like, if we can find something faster instead of the pike beam, we might use that. Like another, you know, a heavy laser would be good. Heavy laser 2 would be cool. But, like, we're completely fine. If we get nothing else, we can, like, win the game with this very, very comfortably. Can we possibly crew kill this with how many mantises they've got over there? We'll see. Mind control in that room. Cool, you've got a fire going. Okay, the mind control died. They're trying to fight this fire with 2 mantises, which is a silly thing to do. We need to somehow take the med bay out and still be able to... We'll see. Mind control. Well, these 2 mantises will completely murder this guy. Now. Maybe if we'd got a fire there, that might have worked. As it stands, I'm not convinced this is going to be a critical. Maybe if I mind control you, do you give up? Yes, you do give up actually repairing. Actually, we can do this. We need to do a little bit of trickery here, but if we fire the heavy laser to pop 1 shield, and then the burst laser 2, cool. I think we would like Let's get a rock, they have better blue options. And you know, they're pretty good at fighting. Do this. Go to distress. Sadly, that does break our run of Charlies. We don't need another store. Listen to the offer. Well, we get this event for the second time this run. Can we have another flak? I mean, from what you're using right now, it seems likely that if we spare you, that we'll get a bomb. Let them live. Yeah, that's appropriate. They drop a missile. Second Hermes missile, drop of the run. We'll get rid of it just like the first one. Is that definitely a breach missile? If this were a slug ship, a true slug ship, it would be. It looks like it is. Angie is dead. There's a possible crew kill here. Because we haven't used our hack yet. As long as the missile's down, they can't do anything to us at all, and we can mostly cloak that. So we'll try to kill these people with mind control. Ideally, we can do it without having to hack the medbay, but even if we have to do that, it's fine. Hopefully they kill this rock in the course of this one mind control. Yes, they did. Cool. I would like to even the damage out here a little, because the rock has way more hit points than the mantis. Mind control you. Hack that. So we got you. Hack you. Kill you with the beam. Hooray! Yeah, we can give them 15 missiles. Let's dive if we go here. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. It's only one encounter. There might be an encounter at the exit anyway. Yeah, there isn't. By 3, there isn't one there, or at least there isn't a guaranteed one. We have long-range scanners. Slug nebulas, when you have long-range scanners, can be quite lucrative. I'm going to do that. I mean, the last slug nebula we were in was quite lucrative anyway. Upgrade our special systems. Let's damage buffer piloting. Get a bit more power, maybe? No, we don't need more power. Attack shields. I clicked the wrong room with that, but whatever. He took the weapons down completely anyway. You go somewhere else. No. Get hacking up. Get another power bar. Now we can hack through level 4 shields. Or 4 shield bubbles. We could even potentially hack through 5 shield bubbles, which we could see here in the slug sector. Only need 2 for this shit though. Cloak all this stuff, do a longer one by time. Our mind control will see limited use in this sector because slugs are immune. No, we're not accepting a surrender. If I hack this down now, I don't need to wait for the beam, I'll just kill with this. We really even want a store. I guess we can go to a store just to sell this Hermes missile. We'll go here just in case we get enough scrap and that store has like a pre-igniter. The Hermes is only 22 scrap, so we need a little bit more if that were to appear. That's about the only thing we might want to buy, or, you know, things like an auto reloader, but we could have already afforded those. That ion bomb completely annihilated our Zoltan shield, but that's fine, we're in cloak now. And we put a hull breach on their weapons, so they will never ever be able to fix them. Sad times for this auto scout. Sad times. Cool, we got another thing to sell at this store. Doesn't sell for very much, but it's a drop. Stun bomb, Hermes missile. We don't want any of those augments. Let's get our cloaking all the way up. Buy more power so we can run it. Attack these people. Stealth weapons would be nice here. No, we're not accepting that surrender. They managed to board us just as their ship was blowing up. I guess that is kind of wise. Charlie, let our other Charlie come in here. Okay, we're gonna send Charlie out and Charlie will go back in to finish this off. Nice work, Charlie. The ship has very little ability to kill me. We're going to try to O2 kill them. Like, they would need all three of these heavy laser shots to both line up and hit. So we're going to hack their oxygen instead. I knew that it would probably be upgraded because late game ships often have very well upgraded oxygen for whatever reason. But yeah. Let's just cloak. That imposes a very long delay on when they can start charging their weapons again or do anything to me at all. By the time they fix this, we will be able to do a big long hack that will drain all the oxygen on their ship, and then we'll just knock it offline again. Really? Use the pipe beam, that's guaranteed to hit once the shields are down. That's not very much for a crew kill. I guess that's one of the results that you get. You don't always get more scrap for crew kills, it's highly likely that you will. There's a like 1 in 3 chance that it'll just be an ordinary amount of scrap, and I think that's what we got there. Still, we can buy more power. Who fights? Again, if we had 4 Zoltans, we could be completely secure here. Oh, we forgot to save the Rock's crew position. Since we don't have 4 Zoltans, I'm gonna just go for a ordinary kill. We were a bit late with the hack there. No. We are not accepting slug surrenders. That's not happening. Beam away. Do that. Beam like that just in case they do in fact only have level 1 piloting, so we can guarantee all our shots hit it. Surrender screen is trying to throw off my ability to aim the beam. We don't need level 3 hacking here, but whatever, let's just use it. Weapons completely taken down. We have mind controlled your NG. Tremble in terror. Shield buffer. As with the previous time we fought this encounter, we are just going to use our hacking system. They actually have mind control, albeit we'll be able to counter that. Like, our weapons are good enough that we can win this without needing to rely on hacking against their shields. Ensure no one dies, except for them. And battery charger is not a bad drop to get. I typically end up selling that, but it's, you know, it might come in handy. We're not guaranteed really to find a store at this point. And if we don't, having it could be a little bit useful. Everyone heal up and back to your places. I think we've kind of mistimed our jumps here, so we're going to lose a couple, but it's fine. We can go to this one and then that one. We'll lose maybe one in this sector. Ooh, we can get possibly a crew member here. Oh no, you get a quest. You need a... If you have a clone bay, you can get a crew member from that. But unfortunately we don't, and it's too late in this sector. Now we don't need... If you use the blue option, sometimes it'll say, oh, we were lying to you, and then you get a fight like normal. But at other times they might just... It will just reveal what weapon that they want to sell you. And if it's a bad weapon that you don't want, that just means you lose the fight. So I'd rather just take the fight here. This ship's weaponry is too dangerous for us to mess around trying to kill. We pike beam through there, maybe we can knock their piloting off, but it's only level 1. It is indeed. No, we're not accepting that surrender. And shields up. All we need in Sector 8, we'll get like a couple of buffer upgrades, try to max the reactor. But we're completely fine, we can fight the flagship right now. Actually, we'd like to upgrade the backup battery, since we have a battery charger anyway. We might do that in preference to upgrading the normal reactor. We mind hitting one repair station. We probably have enough drones, even if we don't, we'll be fine. I could maybe crew kill this ship, but I'm not going to try. I control you. Delay their repairs. Cause general havoc on their ship. Yeah, upgrade that. That's getting taken over. Go here. Try to access the storage cache. This is thankfully not enough time event. That just did 4 fast shots in a row. That's not appreciated. Why do my combat drones never do that? Stupid autoscouts. Let's find out again, do they only have level 1 piloting? They don't, but... We've taken their weapons down completely, so as long as their combat drone doesn't go Super Saiyan again, we'll be fine. We didn't get the double reward, unfortunately. Let's do this. We can crew kill this ship. Especially since they only have level 1 oxygen, good lord. Seems to be some fire in your weapons room, mate. Now we play the waiting game. Oh no! You stopped fixing your weapons, or oxygen rather. How sad and tragic. This will actually take longer for him to suffocate because he got extra health when I mind controlled him. But that's fine. Nice. We could go to the store and see if there's, you know, something we could sell the battery charger for, but no. I didn't realize this repair station didn't connect to the base at all. In that case, I am actually going to go to the store and try to go to that repair station there. Not really anything worth doing it here. We could get the fire beam for phase 1 crew kills, but like that, we tried that previously, it didn't work all that well. Oh, for God's sake, they took it over. We can get the repair station behind the base. Honestly, we don't need a repair station anyway. It's just, it'd be nice to have. Let's, get more power. We'll go repair station there and fight the flagship at the base. There's some marginal danger in that, in the sense that when you're fighting the flagship and you have a Zoltan shield, it could delay their hack and they could offset it with their cloak and get it on weapons. But these 3 weapons are so quick that we could beat the flagship even. Like, we would never be able to use our pike beam if that happened. But we could just beat the flagship with the other 3 weapons. We don't need the pike beam at all for phase 1. Okay, they don't only have level 1 piloting, unfortunately. But we took their weapons down completely anyway. How about you cut that out? I didn't aim the beam properly there, and that's the only reason they're still alive. This guy might actually break the piloting system and blow them up. But it doesn't look like it. So, off to the base. We probably won't kill that many crew throughout this, although we will kill some, because we have like lasers that can set fires, and we have mind control, so we'll kill a couple of crew. But I'm not really all that bothered about killing all of the enemy crew through the first couple of phases, because the Zoltan shield delays the boarding phase anyway, and we can, you know, we can win each of the phases very, very quickly with these weapons. Put it in mind control. Big long cloak. We will mind control this guy. We're actually not going to do it at level 3, we're going to do it at level 1 because that way he doesn't get a health boost. So he'll just run into the shield room and the person already in there will kill him. Okay, that hack is a little annoying. But yeah, that guy we mind controlled is already dead. Come on, shield refresh. Let's chuck everything into shields here and see if we can get a kill on some of these guys. Trying to decide if it's worth seeing if these fires will kill anyone. Or, I mean, we could just end the fight with the pipe beam right now. Do that. We don't need to do that quite yet. Let's give it a moment. We do this. Does that knock that back offline? No. Got two more. Okay, they finished playing the death animation, and now we'll just finish this off. So we killed 3. That's pretty good for, you know, not having an especially great setup for crew killing. Check if there's something here. It's probably an empty beacon, but it might not be. Oh, we actually get we got our scrap back for upgrading our sensors. Unusual that that happens, but we got it here. There's no point in getting more power. The backup battery already gives us everything that we need. We could get engines up for the final phase. I think that's probably the best move, rather than upgrading doors now. Because in the early bits of the final phase, we won't be using hacking or mind control while the Zoltan shields are up. So we'll be able to redirect power to engines. Open all of our internal doors and run at level 2 oxygen here. Get more dodge. If I mind control you, that will reduce your evade. It won't completely remove it, but it will reduce it even further. They'll have 50% evade. Or 50% of what their normal evade is, rather. That's probably more valuable here than trying to kill crew. Decided to chuck some shots into shields there before cloaking. Now swap these two around. Are you kidding? We can kill you with our beam here. And death animation finishes playing. So actually we've killed almost the entirety. They only have 3 crew left. And we've taken 0 damage. So actually we've done way better on the crew kill front than I would have hoped for. Mind control does help enormously in that regard. Only need level 1 mind control from this phase to counter it every time they use it on us. Let's preemptively vent just like these 2 rooms, just in case they board into them. When they eventually get the chance to board. No time like the present, let's chase after them. We can use the pipe beam to continue hacking through the Zoltan shield while we are cloaked. I don't think pulling the shields down trick works here because I think the point at which the missiles will have hit detection is the edge of the Zoltan shield anyway. It's kind of hoping... Actually, we don't need to even cloak here because we still have our Zoltan shield. Yeah, that makes it easier to bring all this stuff down. Or at least it theoretically should do so, but they decided to start dodging like a madman. Are you fucking joking? I was hoping to take that down and leave my pike beam, which is the slowest charging weapon. But that wasn't happening, apparently. What am I doing? Actually, I should probably vent that room as well. Okay, start hacking now. Took a couple of shields out. Frankly, we could mind control them as they try to fix their shields. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to get our dodge back instead. Why did we open our internal doors, you stupid idiot? Well, hopefully we get some dodges there. We did. They nearly hit us, but they didn't. And I think we can just end the fight here. Yep, 0 damage flagship. So, that was an extremely comfortable run. We're just shy of 6,000. The score's not, like, completely running away with anything, but just, you know, we got a free flak in Sector 1 on a ship that has a Zoltan shield. So, you can pretty much take off running from there. It took us a little longer to get hacking than normal, but whatever. We had great weapons and a Zoltan shield, and once we did start getting the systems, it was just... It was absolutely... I don't think... Did we even drop into yellow on hull in that run? I don't think we did. I think we may have taken, like, maybe 15 damage in the whole run. So, we probably at various stages were taking more damage from boarders we couldn't deal with than we were from actual weapons. So, very easy win, and now we are through the Zoltan ships. That's what should have happened when I played that ship on live stream, except I was a dumbass and lost the run and the streak at 11. So, all 3 Zoltan ships are done. Let's see what we're playing next. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, Kestrelay. That's a good old classic ship. So we will go through with the default ship on our 7th run the next time that I play. So I will see you then, and I hope that you enjoyed the run.